Y'all, even my coffee is blue themed today. Like, I kind of popped off without even meaning to. Hey everybody, my name is Caleb and welcome back to my channel. If you've been watching for a little bit, you probably noticed the background is different. And if you've been watching since the beginning of my channel, you know we are back in the OG recording spot. I am in my car for today's video because I figured that I was probably gonna be screaming and singing, and that was just gonna be an absolute nuisance in my apartment to do. So we're back in my car. I'm actually in a Target parking lot because I just picked up this. I'm so excited, and of course picked up a CD as well for my car. So yeah, so if you haven't been able to tell yet, today we're going to be reacting to Taylor Swift's 4th re-recorded album titled 1989 Taylor's Version. This album to me is like quintessential pop. Like, Taylor, when she released this, she completely changed the game of what it means to be a force in the pop industry. I really don't have like any critiques for this album. It's my second favorite Taylor album, only behind Reputation. Love her. So I actually remember when this album came out. I was a freshman in high school, and at that point, like, I knew who Taylor Swift was. I didn't really listen to her music like religiously, but from this album, like, I knew the singles and I thought they were good. I enjoyed them, but it's still, I wasn't at that point where I was like actively streaming Taylor every single day. That did not come around until Reputation hit, and then I kind of started backtracking and listening to her older music after Reputation came out, and this album was the one that stuck with me the most. So yeah, again, this is my second favorite Taylor album, so I'm so excited to hear this. I'm also nervous because I've talked about this with some of my friends, but I feel like of all of Taylor's re-records, 1989 and Reputation are going to be the two hardest for her to redo. First off, with Reputation, I think it's going to be hard to recreate those big intense productions, and just vocally it's going to be a challenge for Taylor to, you know, redo that and kind of breathe a new life into what's already such a big project, you know? Secondly, with 1989, I feel like, again, this is like the quintessential pop album. It's going to be hard to recreate the like iconic nature that is just tied with 1989, if that makes sense. Like, the stolen version of the album, unfortunately, she does devour. It has been such an amazing album for the last 9 years, so it's going to be a challenge to completely recreate it up to that level, if not even beyond that level. I mean, I have faith in Taylor. Like, she is that girl, she's that bitch. Like, she's going to make it happen, but it was just something that has been on my mind as we've gotten closer to the 1989 and Reputation re-recordings, because again, those are going to be the most challenging albums to recreate. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this. So what I'm thinking, for the first 16 tracks, since I already know them, I think we're just gonna listen to them, we're gonna have a good time with them. But yeah, there's probably not gonna be too much else for me to say. I might make some comments here and there, but all you really need to know from me is that I love all 16 of these tracks. I honestly think this is a no skip album, but my like top 3 on this album are Style, Out of the Woods, and Wonderland. So once we get to those 3 tracks, like, y'all better fucking watch out because I'm going to go feral. And then once we get to the vault tracks, I will definitely make sure to like dive in a little bit deeper, and we'll dissect those tracks a lot more like I normally would in an album reaction. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this. Holy shit, I'm so excited. Oh my god, I almost forgot. I literally have friendship bracelets. So we'll actually talk a little bit more, since I know that's what you want to hear from me right now. I just mentioned that Style, Out of the Woods, and Wonderland are my top 3. Of all of those, Out of the Woods, you probably can't read that. It says Out of the Woods. That is my song on this album. So I will be very unwell once we get to that track, and I may not recover. We will see. So Out of the Woods bracelet. I also have a Slut bracelet because that is the vault track that I'm claiming going into this. Like, the instant I heard that that was the title, I was like, that's gonna be the one for me. That, it just feels right. Out of the Woods and Slut on this arm. Then we got the OG 1989 in Roman numerals. Yeah, I think it's like the MCML whatever, 1989. And then this, of course, the iconic She's Fine, She Wasn't Doing Anything, Hey Stop, Hey Stop, from Bad Blood during the Eras tour. So we got those two as well. And yeah, so we're gonna wear these and we're gonna have our little moment. All right, bracelets are on. Let's fucking jump into this. It's literally hitting me. I can't believe I'm about to listen to this. Holy shit. Okay. Ooh, all right, sounds a little different, but I like it. The synth is a lot more forward than in the original. Love the vocal layering. Her vocals sound a lot like crisper. Boys and girls, welcome to New York. Oh, so quiet. Like any true love, it drives you crazy. It's been waiting for you. Welcome to New York. Welcome to New York. Welcome to New York. What a good start to this album and this era. Like, when you really think about it, this song is just such a hard reset for Taylor in her discography. Obviously, as we know, this is the first like actual full pop album that Taylor made. Like after Red, she did a full switch into pop. So when this song starts, like obviously you hear the synth production coming into the song at the very beginning, and you already know from the first like 10 seconds of this song, like, oh, she has switched into a pop girly. You get that message like the first 10 seconds in. And then obviously the messaging of this song saying, welcome to New York, it's been waiting for you. Like the idea of moving to a new city, starting fresh, going to find yourself, like again, that is kind of the whole underlying theme of this album. And so just message-wise, this song makes so much sense to open us up to this new world that Taylor's introducing us to. You can definitely tell her vocals sound different, but they sound good. I got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name, or it's gonna go down in flames. 'Cause we're young and we're reckless. Boys only want love if it's torture. And I'll write your name. Towards the end of that, I was kind of messing with the types of audio that I have on Amazon Music to see what I think sounded better. I think I found the one I like better. I don't know. Anyways, obviously we love Blank Space. She's a cute little moment. Such an iconic song even 9 years later. Gotta turn it up. Ooh, it sounds different. Yeah, we're gonna be blasting. Ooh! White t-shirt. What's the hairy dance? This? Oh! Come on, take us home. Yes, Taylor! Just take me out. We go crashing down and we come back in time. Ooh, that was a cute little moment, I can't lie. All right, everyone shut the fuck up. We're blasting. Oh my God, my heart is beating out of my chest right now. It's kind of ridiculous. In the clear, yeah, good. Oh, different. It's different. We decided to paper airplanes flying. Are we out of the woods? In the clear, yeah, good. Miss Architect, you better build a bridge right fucking now. Remember when you hit the brakes too soon? 20 stitches in a hospital room. Baby, I did too, but when the sun came up, I was looking at you, couldn't take the heat. I walked out, I said I'm setting you free. Be just trees. When the sun came up, you were looking at me. Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we in the clear yet? Good. Oh my God. I don't think y'all realize how much I love that song. God, yeah, just something about that song, just, it clicks for me. And I think that's like the beautiful thing about music, and like especially Taylor's music. There's something about it where I don't even have the words to describe the emotions that it brings me. But it's just like, it's one of those things where you hear it and you know, like, this is it. This is it, you know? For me, Out of the Woods is that song.
Paper airplanes flying, 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 and I don't ever think that I'll be out of the woods, and I'll be out of the woods, and I'll be out of the woods, and I'll be out of the woods. Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? In the clear yet? Good. Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? In the clear yet? Good.
Oh, I want to listen to it again, but we should probably move on. So this video isn't like 2 hours long. I know is that you drove us off the road. Hey, all you had to do was let me remind you this was all I wanted. Not like this. All you had to do was stay. Period. What a good song. We need to stop sleeping on her because she is a cute little bop. Okay, first off, before we jump into this song, people who are like avid haters of Shake It Off, like, I'm sorry, are you allergic to joy? Are you allergic to fun? I'm sorry that you don't enjoy happiness. I don't know what that's like. So we're gonna cut the slander out right now because this is a little bop. Yes, did it get overplayed in 2014? Absolutely, like, I get it. But this is the year of Taylor Swift. We are reclaiming Shake It Off, and we are going to have a fun-ass time with it because it kind of is that girl. She kind of devours. With all that being said, I stay out too late, got nothing in my brain. Me too, head empty, cause the player's gonna play. I shake it off, I shake it off. Hey, 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 you could have been getting down to this sick beat. My ex-man brought his new girlfriend. Oh my god, I'm just gonna shake to the fella over there with the hella good hair. Baby, we can shake, shake, shake. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Period. Again, a bop. Absolutely. Ooh. Sounds different. I mean, that's gonna be a recurring theme, Caleb, of course. It's going to sound different. So I'm so sorry. I've said that like a million times probably already. It's interesting because like consistently the guitars have sounded different. Like either they've been filtered a little differently or they maybe even use different guitars for it. I don't know. But that's just something I've noticed with the guitars on this album so far, which A, she wants to make it sound different so people know like, oh, this is Taylor's version. But B, you're recreating an album 9 years later. Like it's not going to sound the exact same, you know? Also, side note, I think it's so cool that she's re-releasing this album exactly 9 years after she originally released it. Like the fact that she's using the same release date exactly 9 years later, like, oh, it's so cool. It's just so cool. Okay, anyways, I wish you would. Let's get into it. I wish you would come back. Wish I never hung up the phone like I did. It's all good. I wish you would. This is another song y'all gotta stop sleeping on. I love this song. Wish you knew that I'd never forget you as long as I live. And I wish I never hung up the phone like I did. Right here, right now, it's all good. I wish you would come back. Stand back where you stood. I wish you would, I wish you would. I wish you would. Cute little number. I think what I love the most about that song is her cadence on it. Like, I feel like that song is the most different in terms of cadence from the rest of the album. From like an album standpoint, looking at the album as a whole, it is track 7, so it's like in the middle of the album. And again, since it is the most different sounding track, in my opinion, it kind of like perks the listener back up and be like, oh, okay, she's giving us something a little bit different so that listeners still stay engaged while listening. So from an album ordering standpoint, I also really like this song as well. Cause baby, now we got bad blood. Hey, okay, Taylor. Her low register is so good. Hit me where I'm weak, baby, I couldn't breathe. Now we got problems. This one sounds really good. Like, really good. I love it. Band-aids don't fix bullet holes with ghosts. You forgive, you forget, but you never let it go. And baby, now we got bad, but hey! Period. Alright, so now we're getting into Wildest Dreams. We have heard this one before since she released it in like 2021, but we're, again, gonna listen through, have a good time with it, so. Drive out of the city, away from the crowds. But one condition is red lips and rosy cheeks. Say you'll see me again. Wildest dreams are my last request is say you'll remember me staring at the sunset, babe. Standing in a nice dress, staring at the sunset, babe. Even if it's just pretend. Staring at the sunset, baby. Wildest dreams. Such a beautiful song. Ever and ever. She sounds so good. Ooh, yes, vocal fray. I would wait forever and ever. And that's how it works, that's how you get the girl. Again, I've already mentioned it, but her vocals sound so crisp on this album. I love it. That's how you got the girl. Cute little bop. Cute little bop. This song is so beautiful. And I could go on and on and on and on and wildest dreams. Love a callback. This love is good, this love is bad. This love came back to me. Whoa. This love came back to me. This love, this love, this love. Love came back to me. Gorgeous. Ooh, bit of a different vocal filter there. And we run. Okay, Taylor, I know places we won't be found in. They are the hunters, we are the foxes. They take their shots, but we're bulletproof. In the dead of night, your eyes so green. I think I Know Places has some of her highest notes on this album, so I knew that was probably going to be one of the more challenging ones to re-record, and I mean, she absolutely killed it. Alright y'all, it's time to cry. Let's listen to Clean. The drought was the very worst. It was months and months of back and forth. Hung my head as I lost the war. The rain came pouring. That's when I could finally breathe. I think I am finally clean. I think I am finally clean. God, her register. Beautiful! She did so good with that one. Oh my god. Okay, before we proceed, I need to fix this though, because this is being a pain in the ass.
A few moments later.
Okay, I had to fix my camera a little bit, so if the angle's a little off, don't worry about it. We're getting into one of the Holy Trinity songs for me on this album, Wonderland. So excited, so nervous. I love this song so much. Okay, we're turning this shit up. Fell down a rabbit hole.
Didn't they tell us don't rush into things? Haven't you heard what becomes of curious minds? What did
sounds so commanding. We found Wonderland. We pretended it could last forever. Oh, she sounds so good. Okay, a little different. It's all fun and games till somebody loses their mind. We're turning up more. Could last forever. Hey, you and I got lost in it. So good. Wow. Ooh, the bridge, the bridge. I reached for you, but you were gone. I knew I had to go back home. Search the world for something else to make you feel like what we had. In the end, in Wonderland, we both went mad. And we pretended it could last forever. You and I got lost in it. Pretended it could last forever. Oh, that was so good! The first time that bass came in, I felt like tears welling up in my eyes. Oh my god, it was just so good. I've made so many Taylor videos on this channel at this point, and I say it every single time, but I'm just so proud of Taylor for reclaiming her music and for not putting up with other people's shit in the music industry. She does what she wants to do. It's so empowering, and it's just so awesome to see such an amazing human being be successful and do well, and it's just amazing to be able to share in on that. And of course, talking about Wonderland, I love this song. I've said it so many times at this point, but oh my god, Taylor's version of it was really, really good. It was really good. Okay, we can turn it down a little bit now. I'm like sweating. You can hear it in the silence, silence. You were in love, and says you're my best friend. Literally a dagger to the heart, that line. You can see it with the lights out, lights out. Cause you can hear it in the silence. That production move. When she said, you can hear it in the silence. And then you just have that soft production in the background. No vocals, nothing going on. It's just, you're floating in that moment. It is such a good production move before going into that last chorus. Okay, I want to hear it again because I talked over it. Cause you can hear it in the silence. You're in love. I adore this song, the production on it, the vocals, it's so good. I can't believe we're already on New Romantics. Like, this has completely flown by. I've been having so much fun. But let's go ahead and bop our asses off. All right, we're gonna turn it up a little bit. We're all bored. We're all so tired of everything. Baby, we're the New Romantics. Come along with me. The best people in life are free. Love that. It's so romantic. We sing it proudly. The best people in life are free. Every time I listened to the original album, I would finish New Romantics and then I would get jump scared by the voice memo that was like, so over the years, anyways, not important. Okay, we've made it to the vault tracks. Let me refresh myself real quick before we jump into these. So we've got 5 vault tracks. We've got Slut, Say Don't Go, Now That We Don't Talk, Suburban Legends, and Is It Over Now? Again, I mentioned it at the beginning of the video, but Slut is the vault track that I'm claiming going into this. We got the bracelet on and everything. I'm gonna have the lyrics up on my phone, so if you see me looking down, that's why. Just so I can try and process as much of these songs as I can. I don't have too much else to say. Let's just jump in and see what the hell is gonna go on. Ooh, interesting production. She posted that on Instagram. These lyrics. I need to go back and read some of these lyrics real quick. The line, lovelorn and nobody knows, love thorns all over this rose. I'll pay the price, you won't. Basically, with her saying love thorns all over this rose, I'll pay the price, you won't, it reminds me a lot of Blank Space, like how the media portrayed her as this like serial dater that's like collecting men. And basically she's saying that she's gonna be the one that gets the criticism for being in the relationship and not the man. And almost like it's dangerous to date her because of the criticism and the hate that she's gonna get from the media because of it. And then in the chorus saying they might as well be looking at us, and if they call me a slut, you know it might be worth it for once. Again, the media is gonna have backlash against her. They're gonna call her awful things. But with this person, maybe it might be worth it if the love is everlasting. I think that's what she's trying to say. And then she said, if I'm gonna be drunk, I might as well be drunk in love, which, period. Love that for you, girl. Okay, let's keep going. Ooh, good lyric. Love the cadence on this bridge. Wow, love the production on this outro. Wow, that was such a good song. It wasn't what I was expecting. I saw that it was 3 minutes. I was like, oh, she's just gonna give us like a pop bop. I thought it was gonna be something along the lines of like, yeah, people can call me a slut, whatever. I really don't care. Like, I'm here to have fun and be myself. But this was really good. This was a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be, and I love it. The production was super chill to listen to. Lyrics were beautiful. I wanna look at that bridge again. Basically at the end saying, it's a big mistake, I said. It might blow up in your pretty face. I'm not saying do it anyway, but you're going to. Basically in this bridge, Taylor is saying like, if we're a thing, if we date or whatever, like it's going to blow up in your face because the media always comes after me, and if you are associated with me, then like you're also going to be kind of part of that media blow up. And the person in this relationship is saying like, I know, I'm aware of that and I don't care, like I want to be with you. Whatever happens with the media will happen. Like I care more about this relationship. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. And I think that's really cute. As cute as it can be with, you know, Taylor also having the social commentary of the media calling her a slut for being a human being and dating other people. Like that's awful. But the fact that Taylor was able to take that negative idea and twist it into something a little bit sweeter, or it has at least kind of like a sweet undertone to it. I think this is really, really good. And I know this is the song that Taylor's pushing as like the single for the Vault tracks. I mean, I haven't listened to the rest, but I think this is a really good choice because I feel like it really encapsulates a lot of the social commentary around Taylor during the 1989 era. And she's kind of taking all of that negativity and being like, fuck you, I just re-recorded this new album and now I'm going to spin your negative words into something that's gonna make me money. So, I mean, I kind of love that. Oh, it's over 4.5 minutes long. Okay.
I've known it from the very start.
Immediately, this sounds like Clean to me. Oh, her vocals are beautiful. Hang on, I just realized I need to pull up the lyrics. I'm gonna restart the song. I have the lyrics pulled up on Genius now. Wow. Her lower register is so beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my god, the production! That is so good! Oh my god, this is so good! It's so funny. So I know I literally just said that this sounded like Clean to me. Listen to this real quick. Now I'm pacing. That literally sounds like the drought was the very worst. The similarities between this song and Clean are just crazy to me. But I love the production of the chorus. I wasn't expecting it to kind of grow like that. I thought it was going to be a little bit more mellow. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this so far. Ooh, and I'm yours, but you're not mine. Beautiful. Don't go. Wow. Okay, I heard that high note up there. Say, don't go. Wow, that song was so fucking good. Basically, in this song, Taylor's talking about being led on by someone else. She thought that this person wanted to be in a relationship based on the words that they had said, but when it really came down to the nitty-gritty, they weren't giving Taylor what she needed in a relationship. So metaphorically, as Taylor's, walking out the door of this relationship, in her mind, she wants this person to say, don't go, but she knows that this person is going to let her walk out of this relationship because he was never invested in the relationship to begin with. I feel like that's really encapsulated with the one line where she says, I'm trying to see the cards that you won't show, and I'm about to fold unless you say don't go. Again, this person's holding all of his cards to his chest. He's not showing his emotions. He's not showing her what his end game is, what he wants from her. They aren't giving Taylor the validation that she needs to be in this relationship. And ultimately, she says, I know you're not invested the way I am, and you're just going to let me walk out. These vault tracks are kind of eating so far. This was so good. So good. The next one is Now That We Don't Talk. So I'm curious if it's going to piggyback off of the story that she's kind of established in Say Don't Go. Let's see. Oh, this one's short too. Not even 2.5 minutes.
Now that we don't talk.
That low register. Hang on, let's hear it again.
Now that we don't talk.
Absolutely beautiful. And I love the production so far.
You grew your hair long. You got my
That beat coming in.
My mom, she said that it was for the best. Remember, the more I gave you, want me less.
Damn.
What do you tell your friends? The tonic isn't just ended. The way you faded till I last.
Damn.
I like to be on a mega yacht. Now that we don't talk.
Wow. I know I didn't say too much, but I was just trying to process everything that she was saying. This song is pretty straightforward. Basically, Taylor is reflecting on the end of a relationship, and she's kind of looking at this person that she dated and how they seem to change over time, but she doesn't know how or why because they don't talk anymore. Like this part, it says your hair grew long, you got new icons, and from the outside it looks like you're trying lives on. So she's talking about, I'm not there to see that anymore, so it's different for me to be able to see that from an outside perspective, almost like a stranger's perspective. Another part I thought was interesting, what do you tell your friends we shared dinners, long weekends with? Truth is, I can't pretend it's platonic, it's just ended. So basically, Taylor's talking about how it's kind of weird to navigate talking with their mutual friends now that they're not together, but they still have mutual friends and stuff, but they're kind of strangers to one another now. Yeah, it's an interesting song. Also with the part saying your hair grew long, I'm assuming this song is probably about Harry, or honestly, a lot of these songs are probably about Harry. So yeah, that was something that really stuck out to me on this song. And also in the outro, she kind of, accepts that this relationship has ended. And she says, and the only way back to my dignity was to turn into a shrouded mystery, which basically is when she kind of left the limelight. She left the spotlight for a few years, and ultimately is what led into Reputation, Gosh, for a 2.5-minute song, I feel like there's a lot to unpack with it. I'm gonna move on, but overall, really enjoyed this. I'm definitely excited to listen to it again so I can pick out more little details that I missed on the first time.
You had people who called you on unmarked numbers, slippery plastic summer.
Wow, what a visual.
We were born to be suburban legends. It's gonna split me up forever.
Damn.
We were born to be national treasures.
Come on, Nick Cage.
Hard 'cause you were too polite to do it.
Wow. Oh my God, that line. I broke my own heart because you were too polite to do it. That really ties into the last two tracks. In Say Don't Go, Taylor basically says, I'm walking out of this relationship. I want you to say don't go, but I know you're not going to. Again, the person that she was dating just kind of let her walk out of the relationship and didn't do anything to stop it. And then in Now That We Don't Talk, she said something about how this other person just kind of faded away from her. Didn't break things off from her, didn't break up with her, just kind of faded away. And then here, I broke my my own heart because you were too polite to do it. Basically, Taylor ended up saying, like, I'm not going to be in a half-assed relationship, so I'm going to be the one to walk away, and I'm going to be the one to break things off because you are too polite to do it yourself. Like, you don't want to be the one to break up with me. All right, yeah, that was a cute little track. I want to read the Genius real quick because I feel like that will summarize it better than I can summarize it. So, Suburban Legends paints a vivid picture of a powerful relationship. The lyrics capture moments of magnetic attraction and the complexities of love. The chorus resonates with a sense of destiny, acknowledging that some bonds are destined for greatness, even amidst heartbreak, and reaffirms the profound impact of this connection on the protagonist's life. So yeah, again, I feel like this is a song about Mr. Harold Styles. Like, their relationship ended, but they still have such a respect for one another, and you know, that's basically what Taylor is acknowledging in this track. Sometimes relationships just don't work out, and you just move on from it, you keep pushing forward. All right, let's go ahead and listen to the last vault track, Is It Over Now? Which, girl, I'm asking myself that because I feel like I just started listening to this album and we're already done. Like, it's kind of crazy. So yeah, Is It Over Now? Let's get into it. Interesting production so far. Oh, all right, production. Wow. Hang on, Taylor. Hang on, Taylor. Let's go back. That pre-chorus was insane. Let's fast forward to 300 takeout coffees later. I see your profile and your smile on unsuspecting waiters. You dream of my mouth before it called you a lying traitor. That is a fucking bar. That is insane. You search in every maiden's bed for something greater. All right, Taylor, we see you. She is trying to cut throats with this pre-chorus. This was insane.
When she laid down on your couch, when he unbuttoned my blouse.
Oh my God.
Is it over now?
Oh my God. That is insane. Taylor's mind, her mind, that is literally crazy. Was it over when she laid down on your couch? Was it over when he unbuttoned my blouse? Come here, I whispered in your ear, in your dream as you passed out, baby. Was it over then, and is it over now? She's basically talking about... Okay, pause, because from this point forward, I was actually just talking gibberish, and everything that I was saying made no sense. So let me try and articulate it a little bit better for you. Hey, everybody. So basically, in this chorus, Taylor's trying to define when the end of this relationship was. So basically, she's asking, was this relationship over the instant we broke up, or was this relationship over when we started talking to other people and possibly even hooking up with other people, or even up to the point of, was this relationship over the instant we started fully being committed to other people and dating other people? So she's kind of looking at different points of time between breakup all the way over to being fully committed in a new relationship, and she's asking, was it over then? Like, was it over at this point in time, or is it over now in this point of time? I just thought the way she structured that and was asking those questions was just so genius. Again, it just goes to show how amazing of a songwriter Taylor is, and it still blows my mind now, even like now that I've had some more time to process the song and the lyrics. Anyways, I hope that makes sense. Let's get back into the video. That chorus was so good. The writing on this song is probably some of my favorites so far. This is insane.
Your new girl is my clone.
Wow. Your new girl is my clone. That reminds me of Deja Vu by Olivia Rodrigo, basically saying like, I know you get deja vu because this new girl that you're dating is so similar to me. You are trying to replicate me. You're trying to replicate our relationship. Oh, that's insane.
Leave my nights out of sight, only rumors by my hips and thighs.
This song is overwhelming me. Jesus Christ, this is the bridge already. Hang on, let me listen again. All right.
See, there were flashing lights. Leave my nights out of sight, only rumors by my hips and thighs. Oh Lord, I think about jumping just to see you come running. Say the one thing I've been wanting, but no.
Wow, that bridge is crazy. Oh my God, this song is overwhelming me. Okay, literally gonna spiral if I keep thinking too much about the song. Let's just keep listening. I'm getting overwhelmed.
She's got blue eyes, I surmise that she'll probably date
Oh my God.
Every model's bad for something greater, baby.
Wow. The cadence. Yes, Taylor, vocals. The production. Ooh, I hear you up there, Taylor. Oh my God, that song was insanely good. I am so overwhelmed. I am so overwhelmed. I've said that a million times now, but Taylor, what am I supposed to do with that information? She just laid out everything in that last one. Jesus Christ. Wow. That's all I have to say. Just wow. That last track was phenomenal. Well, we have finally come to the conclusion of 1989 Taylor's version. I gotta say, she absolutely killed it. She did such a good job re-recording the first 16 tracks. I'm very excited to re-listen to the first 16 tracks and obviously bop out to them. And then for the vault tracks, I am so impressed with these vault tracks. Now that I'm thinking about it, like the order of them, all 5 of them together make a story, which I don't think she's done with any of her other re-recordings before. Like when you look at the order of these tracks, she really lays out like the beginning to the end of this relationship, which I'm assuming is with Mr. Harold Styles. We don't know for sure, obviously, but that's what I'm gonna assume. So let's break it down track by track real quick. So Slut is kind of discussing the kindlings of this relationship, right? Taylor's saying like, it might not be a good idea for us to be in a relationship because media backlash, all of that. And this person that she's with is saying, like, I don't care about that. Say Don't Go is kind of like the beginning at the end of the relationship. Taylor is saying like, I will absolutely stay with you if you say don't go, but I know you're not going to say that. So, you know, it's kind of the beginning of the end of their relationship. Taylor's metaphorically and literally walking out of this relationship, and the person that she's with is not really doing anything to stop her. Then Now That We Don't Talk is like the actual aftermath. Taylor's kind of navigating the single life again, as is this other person. And it's kind of weird because they see one another changing and growing through like social media, mutual friends, stuff like that, but they're not actually there with one another to experience that growth and that change. So Taylor's just kind of discussing how that's a weird transition, but she ultimately accepts that their relationship is over, which leads into Suburban Legends, where she kind of dives more deeply into how, you know, that relationship didn't work out, but, you know, she has a respect for the person that she was in this relationship with, and she understands that relationships don't always work out, and she ultimately still has respect and platonic love for this person. And at the end of the day, they'll always have a strong bond, even if it's not a romantic bond. And then, yeah, Is It Over Now really seals the deal of like, they are fully moved on from one another, and just like they're with different people, they're on their own paths in life. And the answer to Taylor's question, is it over now, is yes, it is over now. All of that together really just makes such a great little story that takes place at the end of this album. Sonically, I really enjoyed the sound of all of the new vault tracks. Obviously, I knew the tracks were going to be more pop forward as this is a pop album, but I like the fact that she brought in some like different production elements to kind of differentiate the vault tracks from the rest of the album. There were some different synth and percussion moments that made some of these tracks stand out from what's on the standard album. Also, I love her lower register on these vault tracks. I feel like the way that they produced these tracks really allowed her lower register to shine a lot, which you don't see super often in pop music. So I thought that was really special as well. But yeah, that's all I have to say. We love you, Taylor. Thank you so much for blessing us with this masterpiece album again. Oh, I forgot, I need to do like a ranking. I think what I'll do is I'll do a vault track ranking and then an overall album ranking, because why not? So with that being said, here is my ranking for the vault tracks. This is just based on my first few listens. It's probably going to change the more I listen to these tracks as I get more familiar with them. But yeah, that's just where I'm with the vault tracks as of right now. And then in terms of the entire album, here is my ranking for that. Some of the tracks are definitely going to be more solidly placed than others. I've mentioned it multiple times. Style, Out of the Woods, and Wonderland are always going to be some of my favorites. Those will be up in the top of my ranking forever and always. But yeah, it's still all subject to change over time as I get more familiar with the vault tracks as well and grow accustomed to the Taylor's version of the album. So yeah, this is just where I'm at with it right now. So let me know your thoughts of my ranking in the comments down below. So on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I'm sure this video is going to be pretty long, so if you stuck it out this far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. Also, feel free to follow me on my other social media platforms. Those are going to be linked in the description box down below. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video.